Hello everyone, back again with movie and tune recap. Today, I'm going to explain an American monster film from 2005, titled The Cave. Spoilers ahead, so watch out and take care. During the Cold War, a group of Soviet and British treasure hunters drives to an abandoned 13th century abbey in the Carpathian Mountains, hoping to find gold hidden beneath it. Along the way, they find the road blocked by rocks and are forced to climb the mountain to reach the abbey. When they finally get to the top, they're surprised to discover that the old abbey has been turned into a church, which sparked their curiosity. Inside, they find eerie sculptures on the walls and a menacing carving of a winged demon at the entrance to a passageway. They decide to blast open the passageway with dynamite, but when the charge goes off, the ground beneath them splits open, and they fall into a deep cave system. The explosion causes a landslide that seals the entrance, trapping them inside. With no way to escape, they descend deeper into the cave, hoping to find an exit, and just then, they begin to hear strange rattling sounds echoing in the darkness. In the present day, a team led by Dr. Nikolai, along with his associate Dr. Catherine Jennings and cameraman Alex Kim, is excavating the site of the former abbey. As they explore, they discover mysterious mosaics and a vast underground river running through the cave system. Local biologists suspect that the cave might contain an undiscovered ecosystem, so Dr. Nikolai hires a group of expert divers led by brothers Jack and Tyler McAllister. The team also includes professional rock climber Charlie, First Scout Briggs, sonar expert Strode, and survival expert Top Buchanan. The next day, the divers arrive at the site by helicopter. While Dr. Nikolai gives Jack a tour of the excavation area, Tyler, who seems interested in Catherine, shows her their modified rebreathers, designed to allow them to stay underwater for up to 24 hours. That night, Jack leads a meeting to discuss the cave exploration plan. He informs the team that about 300 meters down, just below the cave entrance, there's a massive cavern that Dr. Nikolai has named Titan Hall. Inside, there's a sump leading to an underwater passage, and the team needs to find a dry cavern where they can set up an advanced base camp. This base will be where Dr. Nikolai and Catherine will collect cave samples, and the team plans to stay inside for 12 days. Later, Dr. Nikolai shares a local legend about the cave. According to the story, the church above was built to seal off the cave as a display of God's protective power, and it is said that Templar Knights once entered the cave to fight winged demons. After descending into the cave, Briggs is chosen to scout ahead to see if he can find a dry cavern for the base camp, and the rest of the team watches his progress through an LCD monitor. As Briggs dives deeper, he reports his findings, but suddenly loses connection with the team. After a moment, they manage to re-establish the link, and Briggs excitedly reveals he has found a dry cavern. Just as he begins sending location data, he's attacked by a creature resembling a large mole, and in the last moments of the feed, he sees something ominous in the distance before the video cuts out. Believing the connection issue with Briggs was due to an equipment malfunction, the team decides to continue their journey. As they dive deeper, they come across a massive skeleton submerged in the water, which unsettle everyone. Upon reaching the location of the dry cavern, Top and Jack discover some of Briggs' gear downstream, but there's no sign of him. Just then, Briggs startled them from behind and draws their attention to scattered items that don't belong to their team, hinting that they might not be the first to explore this cave. Meanwhile, Tyler and Strode are still in the water, heading toward the cavern when Strode spots one of the mole-like creatures and decides to follow it. He tracks the creature to another cavern, where he finds it dead, appearing as though it was bitten by something much larger. Suddenly, another mole creature startles him, but before he can react, he begins to hear strange rattling sounds echoing around him, and out of nowhere, a large terrifying creature attacks Strode. His screams catch Tyler's attention as Strode desperately tries to escape, but the creature drags him into the darkness. In the chaos, Strode's water scooter speeds off and crashes into the cave wall, causing a rockfall that shakes the cavern. While searching for Strode, the explosion from the scooter blast throws Tyler back toward the rest of the group, where he confirms that Strode was attacked but has no idea where he was taken. Top and Jack decide to search for Strode and soon find his counterlung, a piece of his diving gear, and suddenly, rocks begin to fall which seal off the path they used to enter the cave, trapping them inside. Regrouping with the others, Jack informs them that they'll need to find an alternative way out, as their original passage is now blocked. With no way out and no rescue team expected for another 12 days, Jack and Top decide to follow the river, using the line Strode left behind to guide them. As they crawl through a narrow tunnel, Jack encounters a swarm of scorpions scuttling in his direction. Before he can fully crawl out, Jack is suddenly seized by one of the same monstrous creatures that attacked Strode. The creature slashes at him, but Jack manages to sever one of its claws, though he's left with cuts from the attack. After Top brings the injured Jack back to the team, they treat his wounds, and Catherine studies a sample from the creature's claw and notice a parasitic mutation, similar to what Dr. Nikolai has found in all the cave's lifeforms. She explains that while most cave species originally evolved above ground, they adapted over generations to survive in the darkness below. Catherine suspects that this new parasite evolved entirely within the cave ecosystem and has never been exposed to the outside world. As the team continues their descent, they stumble upon equipment and the remains of earlier explorers, evidence that others had tried and failed to navigate the cave. They eventually reach another cavern to rest, where Jack begins experiencing strange visions of the creature that attacked him, which makes him aggressive toward his team. Top and Tyler notice his unusual behavior and suspect something is wrong, and the attack seems to have given Jack heightened hearing, allowing him to pick up distant sounds. As they press on, unaware that the creature is stalking them, they come across a strong water current and decide it might lead to an exit. One by one, they plunge into the current, letting it carry them forward, and when it is Tyler and Catherine's turn, Catherine suddenly feels something pulling her. Tyler tries to help, but the current is too powerful and pulls him down, and while being swept along, Tyler sees Nikolai clinging to the cave wall, injured, but he is unable to help as the current carries him away. Tyler is eventually washed into a new area, and shortly Catherine followed, who tells him that something had held her back. Moments later, Charlie arrives and warns them that there's something in the water, a large eel-like creature, and Tyler chased the creature away with a flare. After Tyler, Charlie, and Catherine reunite with Jack, Top, and Briggs, they prepare to swim onward, only to hear Nikolai's screams echoing through the cavern. He has managed to catch up with the group after being carried by the water current, but as Jack swims toward him, Nikolai begins to hear the rattling sound of the creature. Suddenly, he is dragged underwater, and Jack dives in after him and follows the creature as it pulls Nikolai into a dark cavern. Just before Nikolai disappears, Jack notices strange tattooed letters on the creature's hands, and unable to save Nikolai, Jack returns to the group, visibly shaken by what he just experienced. The team presses forward until they find another dry cavern with a second water current. While most of the group believes this current might be their way out, Jack warns that it could be a trap and insists they need to climb the cave wall to reach an opening at the top. Charlie, who is the best climber in the group, volunteers to go, but Jack refuses, insisting that he should make the climb himself. However, while the others are distracted, Charlie begins to scale the wall anyway, and after reaching the top, she suddenly hears the rattling sound echoing through the darkness. As she goes deeper into the tunnel, she comes face to face with the creature who lunges at her, and startled, she loses her grip and falls, hitting her head on the cavern wall and knocking herself unconscious.